So, construction ended because it's thunderstorming. Saw a couple bolts of lightning hit the ground on either side of my street here, so they packed it up for the day. And I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it just started raining too. So I figured I'd start the vlog now. It finally got up to the 90s, if not 100 this week. We had a good downpour. I want to say it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. There's the sirens. Always after a thunderstorm, right? Even though I think we're in the middle of the storm, maybe 10 minutes ago I saw all the birds taking off for the trees, and on my way down to the garden, I thought it was just, you know, making noises and wasn't gonna rain or anything, but then when I saw that first lightning bolt, I knew it was real. So, I scared that little baby bunny that lives in my flowers, and also something made like it's not necessarily a rattlesnake noise, but something definitely rattled in the flowers on the other side from where the bunny jumped in. So interesting. I got 2 okra out of the garden today. Either traffic or more of the fire engines are joining in. The fire department is a quick walk away from here. Makes me feel safe and definitely lets me know whenever anything is up. So, I got 2 okra, 2 red pear tomatoes. It's not passing, huh? Okay, fine. The get out of the way horn stopped. 2 red pear tomatoes, 2 okra. I picked a couple passion fruits that looked like they were done, the maypops, but they were empty. So, don't know why they're empty and deflating and pretending like they're done. I hate how people use my driveway to turn around. I started parking all the way up at the top of my driveway so they would stop it. So I'm glad I've been hand pollinating a lot of those passion fruits myself. Maybe the ones that I hand pollinated will set better, either that or I don't know what's wrong with my plant. Because the blue one, the South American one, is definitely not setting fruits either. Please don't let this be a failure. At least they're pretty flowers. So, the basil that I picked, I want to say 2 weeks ago, grew back. So I have it in my list of things to do tomorrow to pick my basil tips again and the dandelion leaves again. I used nearly all of the dandelion leaves, I want to say 2 weeks ago, to make myself a palak paneer. It turned out well. It was like a third sorrel leaves, a third dandelion leaves, and a third frozen chopped spinach, and it was really great. With so you add yogurt at the end to thicken it up. And I have a kefir culture that I've had going, so I just use the kefir from that because it's really thick, the one that I make for some reason. And it turned out really great. I hope you can hear that nice thunder. So, I gotta pick my basil, I gotta pick the dandelion leaves again. I'm gonna freeze them. I've been trying to eat up store-bought things in my freezer to free up room to put things for my garden in my freezer, because those are amazing in the middle of winter, and all of the store-bought things that you can buy do not compare at all. Like, you can't even... I found sorrel once in the grocery store in the last decade. So I have a whole gallon bag full of chopped sorrel. I'm gonna have a gallon bag full of dandelion, hopefully. My gallon... Ooh, I should turn this around. Okay, we're back outside. Those are my pomegranates. I moved them a little bit more into the sun today to see how they do now that they've stopped dropping leaves. I think I'm gonna put them out in the yard again. They were tucked over here with the pawpaws. So I dug a couple holes. I have a bag of dirt over one of them in case a delivery man falls in. And there's another hole over there. I don't know if you can see it. Right over there. There were kind of divots in the yard before. Maybe there were trees before. I don't know. Ooh, my cactuses fell. There were some big gusts of wind. I guess I'll clean this up. Hopefully the pots didn't shatter. Ooh, okay. And there's the garden. There was just lightning back there. Because there's those metal rods, I don't really want to go back there in the middle of a lightning storm. Maybe I will. We'll see. But I gotta fix those cactuses first. So I don't know if it's actually gonna rain or not. Let's see if the little bunny is out there. I don't think so. Must have scared him one too many times. The birds are sort of flying around. It was really gusty, like it was a red cloud back there from all the dust that the construction's kicking up. Considering the birds are flying around again, maybe it's done? That big black cloud was right over my house for a while and just making noise. Well, let's go look around a little bit. I hope I don't scare the bunny again. Bunny? Nope. And I have to mow. I was gonna mow tonight, but if it's thunderstorming, I don't really want to. So that sunflower is looking good. I picked a couple of the beans that had dried and went brown already. And I think actually some of the succotash beans had ripened because I got some purple beans. So everything's just kind of been waiting for the heat pretty much to really get going. Everything that's repotted is still hanging on, which is good. I thought about thinning some of the brassica stuff over there to make more room for the tomatillos, but I think I'll just leave it. It's thin enough. Sunflowers are looking great. I wanted to show you the basil. So the basil looks great, and I'm going to go through and harvest the ones over here. Well, I guess the ones over here grew back too. Maybe they just needed a nice prune. So I'm going to harvest those. I got some of these beans yesterday. And then this guy, the big dandelion. So it was empty and stripped bare of leaves because I ate them a week ago and they all grew back. So here's my foot for size. So I'm gonna go through and harvest all of that. So that's on the books for tomorrow. In addition to mowing and all the other stuff I gotta do. So I'm gonna go inside if it's gonna keep being loud out here with all of the nice metal poles, you know. Okay, till next week.